Good morning, children. How are you all? I hope all of you are well, safe inside your homes. So now today in this part we are going to continue with first chapter in history, that is what, where, how and when. So here we will start with, we have already studied what and where. Now in this part we will study the remaining. So here the first part is names of India. So there were many names which were given to our country India, that is from Indus it was called Sindhu in Sanskrit. Iranians and Greek, they used to call India as Indus and Hindus. And then it was given the name Bharat, that is the people in northwest had given the name Bharat. That was in context of Rig Veda in Sanskrit. So these are the different types of names given by the different people for our country India. Now finding the past, how. Now in this part we will learn about how. So during those times manuscripts were written, that is something which is written by hand. So in the picture also you can see that these are the manuscripts which are written by hand. These can either be written on the palm trees or the birch tree bark in three languages mainly, that is Sanskrit, Prakrit and Tamil. I repeat, this can be written in mainly three languages, that is Sanskrit, Prakrit and Tamil. So this was about manuscripts. That means something which is written by hand. You can see in the picture and understand it better. Next we have is finding the past, how also, inscriptions. So now what are inscriptions? Something that is written on the hard surfaces. I repeat, something which is written on the hard surfaces like say stone, metal or a baked clay. So this is what we mean by inscriptions. These have script, letter or sign, like in the picture also you can see that these are the inscriptions, something which is written on the hard surfaces. After that we have archaeology. Now all of you must be knowing that what is archaeology. So things that were made and used in the past is what we connected with the archaeology. So there are many things and there are many places which are explored by the archaeologists. You can see in the picture also they excavate the things. It means they find out the different things and they search out what is the use of that thing. Say like bones of animals to find out what people ate. So this is an example of archaeology where different things are found out and they are excavated by the archaeologists. So this was about how. Now life differs. So now what do you mean by life differs? The life of king can be completely different. The life of queen will be completely different. The life of the traders will be completely different. The life of the merchants will be completely different. So this is how life differs. Today my life is different and your life is different. So likewise earlier the people who used to live in Andaman, they used to get their own food, whereas the people who lived in cities, they had to depend on others for the food supply. So this is the difference of life. This is what we call the difference of life that people have. Now we will study when. So when means actually when it has happened. So all of you must have heard AD, BC. So what do we actually mean by AD? AD is Anno Domini. I repeat, AD is Anno Domini. BC is before Christ. So we have categorized AD and BC. So whatever that has happened before the birth of Jesus Christ will be called as BC, before Christ. And whatever has happened after BC, after the birth of Jesus, will be categorized as AD, that is Anno Domini. So along with that we have also another, that is CE, that is Common Era. We also call it AD or CE, that is Common Era. And BC or BCE, that is Before Common Era. So this is what the full forms tell us. So now we will have a quick recap. That is, we first studied the names of India, Indus and the Hindus given by Greeks and so on. Then we studied how, archaeologies, inscriptions, all of that. Then life differs. Life of a queen, king versus the life of a trader. It's completely different. And when, it means before Christ or Anno Domini, before the birth of Jesus and after the birth of Jesus. So this is what we have covered in this part. So that was it for today. Thank you and have a nice day.